welcome to the super fun, awesome, happy time pedal show. I'm Gabor.
Hey, I'm Alex. Welcome along. And today we've got a Source Audio Sound Blocks Multi-Wave
Distortion.
Sounds
awesome.
As it says on the front.
Yeah, just like it. Yeah, quickly, I've got my Carvin CT6. It's a awesome guitar, all stock. I think it's the Carvin C22 pickups in it, which is the stock pickups.
Very cool.
And you have a guitar that kind of matches the pedal.
Yeah, it's a Larrivee. That's all I know about
Stuff.
I still have to find the model number there. It's stock P90s, and it's really lovely. Also matches the colour of the pedal.
That's it. That's exactly right.
That's what I'm using.
We like to, colour match.
Yeah.
All right, now, Sound Blocks Multiwave Distortion. So, what it does, basically, and what's different about it, it's a distortion pedal, but what it actually does is it takes your input and splits the signal into multiple waves, hence the name Multiwave. So it splits it into a whole bunch of different waves, split up by different frequencies, I suppose.
Yeah.
Affects them differently, blends them back together, and then out into the air.
Cool.
So it's a whole different kind of level of distortion. So you have 21 different settings on there that you can go through. Some are multiband, some are single band, which is the usual way, and also quite different to most other distortion pedals. You've got four knobs. You've got this one which selects all your different things. You've got your drive, which is your drive and your output, but you also have a sustain knob, which is actually a compression that goes into it's pre-drive.
Yeah.
So you can add compression to your drive signal before it even goes in. And then you select which one of these many lovely things you want. So in the intro, what you heard is what they call their Fallback multiband distortion, which adds these kind of strange, wonderful overtones. I should give a quick clean tone. So, like in the intro, there's lots going on there.
Yeah.
So it's almost like ring modulation kind of sound. So I'm not quite sure what they mean by fallback exactly, but it's
some filter stuff
going on.
Yeah.
So what we should maybe do, hang on, Alex, how about you play some and we'll go through different settings.
Sure.
So hang on, clean tone. Okay, so let's start off with what they call their normal multiband distortion.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, so let's get rid of the pre-compression.
Cool.
So it changes the tone quite drastically once you add the sustain or compression into it.
It's quite a smooth compression sound too.
Yeah.
Which is great 'cause I often use compression into another drive or a distort amp to get that sustain anyway. So.
Yeah, and it's got it built in. So let's have a listen to just keep playing, and I'll just keep flicking through the different settings. So we'll start off with normal, and then it goes into fallback. Then it goes into octave, which is kind of like an octave fuzz kind of thing. And then once it goes to the white section here, that's the single band. So that's meant to be like a normal distortion pedal, but still utilizing those kind of same weird octavey kind of ring modulatory kind of things.
Okay.
All right, let's start. is now we're entering into the octave world. So there was a normal and fallback. So normal, even though it says normal, it still has a kind of almost string modulator kind of vibe to it. It has overtones anyway.
Yeah.
And I guess that comes from splitting the signal. Fallback has lots of overtones, and I think the higher you go up, so if you've got setting 1, setting 2, setting 3, the higher you go up, the more pronounced those overtones become.
Absolutely.
Now in the octave setting, we're basically in octave fuzz territory.
Okay.
So. And I think the higher up you go, the more pronounced the top end comes as well, because there's a lower octave and a higher octave, I think.
Yeah. Is it?
It sounded like it.
Yeah, definitely.
Whatever that is, but there's some overtone.
There is. Yeah.
There. All right, let's go into the normal section. So this is now considered the normal single band.
Okay.
So it's not splitting the signal into multiple waveforms. It's just processing it normally like any other distortion pedal would.
Sure.
Let's try that. So quite a big difference between a single band and a multiband.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so basically, it's meant to kind of interact with the guitar and everything the same way, but it's actually doing it in a single band instead of the multiband. And then the other thing also with sound blocks stuff, with the source audio stuff, is you have a little sensor in button, knobby, pluggy thingy in the back. We're highly technical, pluggy thing in the back, and you can actually plug a thing into it that then via Bluetooth you connect to what they call, it's a ring basically. You put it around your hand, and you can actually affect parameters by moving your hand about, and
so
the
cool.
distance from your hand to the actual thing that sits there.
Yeah, right.
With it's highly technical stuff, I know. So yeah, that's basically it. That's that. It's quite a unique sounding pedal. It's got quite a lot of weird and wonderful kind of sounds. Especially, I particularly like the fallback section.
Yeah.
Because it almost sounds ring modulator-ish in it, and I like ring modulators if you watch other demos. And having that compressor.
Yeah.
Running into it.
Totally cool for other options of the sounds when you, especially like whether you're double tracking guitars in a studio or two guitarists in a band or that kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly right. So that's the source. Cool. Anything else you want to? That's the source audio, sound blocks, multi-wave distortion. Like I said, this is the old version. There's a new version now which is much smaller and has, I think you can have 2 or 3 presets that you can save, and then they have one that's even bigger than this, which is their Pro distortion, which has I think 6 presets, and it has a built-in EQ as well.
Yeah, cool.
And all that sort of stuff. But they're making interesting stuff. Check it out. Source Audio.
Cool, guys.
That's it. Oh, and make sure to please subscribe to our YouTube channel. A big red button somewhere above us. Even if you don't want to watch the show, just subscribe. Log into your girlfriend's computer. Subscribe. Hit subscribe. She doesn't need to know.
Do it from work.
From work.
Yeah,
go to all the computers at work. Just make sure you subscribe, and then in the description below us. There's a link to our Facebook page, and make sure to go and like that as well.
Check it out.
Yeah. So that's it for us.
Thanks, guys.
See you next time.
See ya.
Bye.